Welcome you, Dr. Vinutha Rao.
Thank you, Rashmi, for good, nice introduction. Can I start? Because of already we are running out late time. So, good evening to all. I am Dr. Vinutha Rao here. Today I am going to explain you about yogic diet. Slide is not moving. I think his control is with you, I think.
It says we are viewing your screen, Vinutha ji.
Okay, you are able to see my screen?
Yeah. We are able to see. We are able to see yogic diet. Yeah. No, earlier you can go back what you did earlier. Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are able to see your screen.
Yes, able to see, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Before going to yogic diet, I like to tell about what is yoga. Yoga is a science of consciousness. I'm not going to much about yoga because you have already yoga session. So here only diet part, like what is required for diet part, I am covering. Yoga is a spiritual philosophy and lifestyle rooted in healthy living. Here, actually, we consider in case of yogic diet, mainly to achieve yogic principles or philosophy in a spiritual manner, which required actually practice of yogic diet, which means like to achieve such a divine goal or healthy living, yoga recommends yogic diet for practitioner. Without dietary regulations, yoga practice could not be fruitful, which means if you are following yoga, you have to follow yogic diet. Otherwise, you can't reach your healthy life or a healthy goal. Therefore, dietary restriction is the vital part of the yoga practice. That's the reason we have some dietary restriction in case of yogic diet. What is this yogic diet? The yogic diet stresses the consumption of natural unprocessed food that promotes spiritual, mental, and physical health, and also aligns with yogic philosophy, which means yogic diet which consists of mainly natural and unprocessed food, which even helpful to improve your physical, mental, and spiritual health, which also includes the yogic philosophy. Mainly in case of yogic diet, which include yoga philosophy of three main components. One is ahimsa, second one is sattva and shaucha. Ahimsa means non-violence, sattva means purity, and shaucha means cleanness. I won't go much deeper about this. I think you have already covered these all things in yoga. So that's the reason superficially I like to explain that for yogic diet, mainly three components you have to remember, that is ahimsa, sattva and shaucha, which is nothing but non-violence, purity and cleanliness. Mainly it consists of food with sattvic qualities, means yogic diet mainly which consists sattvic guna, means which helps to increase your energy, create balance in mind and body, which means here yogic diet we are not only giving for physical body but also to balance the mental activity, because we consider gut and mind relationship, which means if your mind is healthy, then only physical body is also healthy. That's the reason in case of yogic diet we consider sattvic principle or sattvic qualities, which is also known as balance between mind and body. Here yogic diet which also promotes the health but also promotes healing of conditions or healing of disease, means in case of diseases, if you are able to follow some kind of dietary restrictions or if you are able to manage your diet, then automatically it help to heal the conditions or reverse the conditions. Next is ahara or food. What is this yogic diet or food? Aharyate galadoniyate ityaharaha, which means substances which can be swallowed are known as ahara, which means the food which you are able to swallow from your throat is called food. Aharatva aharasya ekavidam, which means for all ahara, the aharata is same. Means whatever you are eating, which is swallowing through your throat, all are same. Means the process of swallowing will be same for all kind of food. That is ahara. Next is classification of ahara or classification of food. Ahara is nothing but food. Mainly, we can classify ahara in 9 types, means according to their characteristics. First one is based on origin of food. Origin means from where we are getting food. That is called as origin. We can classify according to origin are 2 types. First one is Sthavara. Sthavara is nothing but plant kingdom. Means foods we are getting for plants are known as Sthavara. For example, cereal, grains, fruits, vegetables, these all are originated from plants. That's the reason these all kinds of foods are known as Sthavara. Next is Jangama. Jangama is foods that is originated from animal kingdom, which means foods whatever we are getting from animals or originated from animals are known as Jangama food. Examples are milk and cheese, curds, animal related like chicken, mutton and fish. All these are known as Jangama. Next is based on process of ingestion of food, which means how you can ingest or you can take inside your body. According to that, we can divide it into 4 types. First one is Pana, which is nothing but liquid. Means whichever food we are able to drink, means drinkable foods are known as Pana. Next is Ashana, which means chewable food but very soft consistency. For example, if the foods which is you are able to swallow with minimum chewing, like chocolates, it will be very soft but it requires some amount of chewing. That is known as Ashana. Next is Bhakshya, which is chewable food but little bit hard consistency, like breads which required actually, or rotis which required little bit more chewing for the food. That is known as Bhakshya. Here food should be chewable but little bit more consistency will be little bit hard. Next is Lehya, which is very soft. Here chewing is not required. That is Lehya. According to swallowing, we can divide it into 4 types: Pana, Ashana, Bhakshya and Lehya. Here, according to the consistency of food will be preferred. Next is based on basic taste. Means according to taste of our tongue, we can divide food into 6 types. First one is Madhura, Amla, Lavana, Katu, Tikshna and pungent and astringent, which means Madhura means sweet, Amla means sour, Lavana means salty and Katu means pungent. Pungent examples are ginger and garlic. Lavana, salt, whatever salt you can take, that is actually Amla. Sour like tamarind, lemon, all will come under Amla. Madhura, sweet, all sweety items like sugar, jaggery, all this will come under Madhura food category. Then Katu, nothing but pungent taste, which is actually mainly we can consider ginger and garlic for pungent taste category. Tikta means bitter. Example is bitter gourd, means whichever food which gives taste of bitter taste is called bitter. Tikta. Next is Kashaya, which is nothing but astringent taste. For best example for astringent taste is green teas. Like whatever we drink green tea, that taste is called actually what we get after drinking green tea in our tongue. That taste is called actually astringent taste. This is according to their taste, basic tastes. Next is based on substantial properties. Means according to their properties, we can divide food into 15 category. First one is guru or heavy foods, which heavy foods examples are mainly proteins like dals, whatever grains we, for example, proteins like moong dal or urad dal, these all are come under guru or heavy category. Lagu or light, green leafy vegetables will come under this lagu category. Shita or cold, mainly cucumber, zucchini, like alkaline rich fruits or vegetables, these all are come under Shita category. Ushna or hot, mainly tomatoes will come under this Ushna category. Snigdha or uncautious, which is like nothing but oils and butters. These all will come under Snigdha category. Ruksha or dry, which means dry fruits will come under this Ruksha category. Manda or dull food like eggs, these are eggs will come under this Manda category. Tikshna or pungent, again as I told before, it is a kind of taste, so ginger, garlic, everything will come under this Tikshna category. Stira or stable, mainly rice, wheat, which gives you stable like which are stable food come under this Stira category. Sara or movable, like water bottle, like which can be movable from one place to another place, or packed items which is you can move from one place to another is called as Sara or movable. Mrudu or soft, like halwas, chocolates, all this will come under this mrudu or soft category. Katora or hard, chapati, fulka, rotis, these all will come under hard or katora category. Vishada or clear, mainly water or fruit juices. These all are we can consider into Vishada category. Then Pichila or sticky, mainly chocolates also will be having little bit stickiness properties. So we can consider that as a Pichila. Then Shalakshna or plain, mainly water is a plain. We consider mainly for water this plain. Then Khara or rough, mainly these flax seeds, chia seeds, all will be having rough properties. So that's the reason this will come under Kara category. Sukshma or substale, which means green leafy vegetables will come under this Sukshma. Then Stula or grass, again grass, eggs is the best example for Stula property. Sandra or concentrated, mainly concentrated juice items where we require adding water or more things. So that will come under this Sandra. Drava means diluted, means concentrated juice. If you are adding water and if you are able to dilute, then it will come under Drava. This is actually properties of food. This is nothing but actually properties of food. Around 15 properties we have. Yes,
Dr. Vinutha, how will this help the audience to understand, like the properties? Why are we talking about the properties?
Properties actually depends on the conditions of the like mainly diseases. In case of disease, for example, if you take allergic rhinitis, like if you have seasonal changes, like immediately there is a chance of getting cold, cough or pollen energy. In that cases, we consider this shita or cold, like this property food they should not eat, only they have to eat ushna properties. Like all disease we have exactly particular properties food. This is actually because of time constraint, I can't go each property detail. Otherwise, if time permits, because each category will take 1 hour for explanation. Like each category we can explain to particular disease or particular problem.
So to be in short, we are dividing according to the properties, respective to the diseases, we classify what
exactly
we can eat, right?
Correct. Exactly. Like, for example, if you see, if they have gut issues like ulcers, everything, then we will go with soft, mrudu, and eliminative properties, which is even if their motions are not clear, then we will go sticky properties. Even we will go with stable plus light, lagu. These are the properties, means mix match also we use, and single also we use for particular diseases. So according to yoga, their all diseases they consider with muscle mass. So there actually we use this properties for treat the disease. Okay.
Okay, thank
Can
you.
I move further?
Yeah, please keep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Based on guna, here based on properties, we are again divided into three types, that is Satvika Ahara, Rajasika and Tamasika Ahara. Here Satvika Ahara is diet which consists of good quality food, means which is good for our health, which is called as Satvika Ahara, which mainly includes whole grains, fruits, vegetables, legumes, etc. Rajasika Ahara are described as overly stimulating food, means which stimulates you, are known as Rajasika Ahara. This mainly includes non-vegetarian foods like meat, fish, eggs, chicken, hot spices like chilies, etc. Then Tamasika Ahara. Tamasika Ahara is believed mainly which creates laziness or weakness, which includes stale, half-cooked or overnight food. Mainly in yogic diet, we ask to follow sattvic diet or sattvika ahara, because which is good quality food and which includes all fruits, vegetables, everything, which improves your energy. Mainly sattvic ahara, because we prescribe because of its four characteristics. Mainly sattvic foods are easy to digest, sattvic foods are nutritious, sattvic foods are low caloric food, sattvic foods are high fiber, low fat diet. Mainly benefits of sattvic diet, which increases the immunity. Present situation, we are very prone for infection and inflammations. If you see, COVID-19 is the one which is presently all over the world, everyone is suffering. All are speaking about immunity, right? This sattvic diet helps to improve the immunity because all sattvic foods are extremely nutrient dense. This ensures that every meal provides a balance of dietary fiber, vitamins, mineral, antioxidants, protein, and healthy fats. A regular intake of this diet naturally promises a healthy immune system. If you have a healthy immune system, you are able to fight against diseases. Mainly for infections, our food must consist of antioxidant and anti-infectant. This sattvic food will be includes all this, so it helps to improve the immunity, and also it reduces disease risk. Mainly a high fiber, low fat vegetarian diet is likely to reduce a risk of chronic diseases like diabetes, cholesterol, means dyslipidemia, osteoarthritis, or hypertension. Next, it also helps to improve the weight loss. Nowadays, even obesity is a root cause of many disorders. So even sattvic diet helps to improve the weight loss, which is because sattvic diet is high in fiber, improves the metabolic system and boosts the weight loss by reducing the body fat levels and body mass index. Next, based on 5 elements. This is also actually this characters mainly we used in naturopathy and Ayurveda system of medicines. There actually we consist like we compare our body into 5 great elements like earth, water, air, fire, and akasha, which is nothing but space. According to that, we believe some disease will arrive from prithvi or some from water, some we believe some disease will from air. This is actually principles of Ayurveda and naturopathy. As I told, because of time constraints, I can't go much deeper about which disease and how it is related to food. Just I explain here. Totally, according to great elements, we can divide into 5 parts. Main Parthiva, which is earth predominant food, mainly earth predominant food. This cereals, everything will come under that. Next is water predominant food. This is nothing but alkaline rich fruits, fruits, vegetable. Tejas or fire predominant food, which is nothing but actually fruits and vegetables. Vayavya, which is air predominant food, mainly astringent, as I told before, green teas all will come under this. And nabhas or ether predominant food, which is nothing but actually fruits, and again ginger, garlic, everything will come under this. For this, if you want to compare to disease, I can tell actually these fruits and vegetables are high in ether predominant foods, which in case of obesity, if you want for weight reduction, we compare as a ether predominant and we prescribe actually fruits and vegetables. Next is based on naturopathy. Here also, actually, we consider toxin or waste materials or constipation is root cause for all diseases. So we go with three main principles, that is elimination, soothing, and constructive. Elimination means first we prefer to eliminate waste materials from the body in the form of like we prefer like fasting, water intake, juices, hot water intake, diuretic juices, or helps to eliminate the waste products from the body. Next is soothing. After elimination, we suggest for soothing or healing the condition. That time we prefer these thick juices, soft fruits, fibrous fruits, and low calorie food. Next, after that, after soothing or healing, we go for constructive of cells or constructive foods for mainly muscle building. For constructive foods, examples are rice, roti, milk, pulses, cereals, roots, tubers, etc. This is about eliminative, soothing, and constructive food. Next is based on modern nutrition. Based on modern nutrition, food is again divided into three types, mainly energy yielding, body building, and protective food. Energy yielding is nothing but giving glucose to your body or giving energy for day-to-day activity. Mainly glucose yielding or energy yielding foods are cereals, roots, tubers, dry fruits, grains, sugars, etc. Body building is nothing but getting the muscles or increasing the muscles. Here mainly examples are milk, fish, flesh, eggs, pulses, oil, seeds, nuts, etc. Protective foods is nothing but increasing the immunity or immune enhancing fruits. Mainly milk, eggs, fruits, etc. will come under protective food. Next, based on chemical composition, here actually we consider or we divide food into two types, organic and inorganic. This is not like normal what we call organic or inorganic, like organic vegetables means fresh or inorganic means the chemical based, nothing like that here. Here chemical composition means organic food means foods from animals and plant kingdom, like foods which is originated from plants and animals are called as organic. Inorganic means best example is salt, which is not arriving from plants and animals, like sodium chloride, what we call, like these kinds of like non-organic, like not arriving from plants and animals are considered as inorganic foods here. Someone has unmuted, it is disturbing. Can you mute, please? Okay. Importance of diet in yoga. This is actually how yoga food is very important or diet is important in the case of yoga. Mainly na ati ashanata astu yogastina chokantara ashanata Nacha ati swapnam shailasya jagrate naiva arjuna, which is means it is a Bhagavad Gita shloka. Here yoga is not for him who eats too much, which means actually yoga is not for him who eats too much, means who is taking too much of food. For him also yoga is not advisable, and who it is not for him who does not eat, means yoga is even should not advise for who is not eating, means who is eating too much, for him also we should not advise, and to who is not at all eating, for him also we should not advise yoga. Like that, even nor for him who sleeps too much, nor even for him who is always awake. Which means yoga is not for him who is always sleeping. Yoga is not for him who is always wake up or awake. Next, yuktahara viharasya yukta chetasya karmasu yukta swapna avabodhasya yoga bhavati dukkana, which means yoga is to him who is moderate in eating. Means first, next, before slide I told yoga means the one who is practicing yoga should not eat too much, or should means he is not at all eating. Yoga is not for them, but to him who is moderate in eating, means he should be eating balanced eating and recreating moderate, means who is practicing exercise in moderate, in exertion in actions, moderate in sleep. Means yoga who is practicing, she should not exert himself, he should practice moderate exercise and sleep also in moderate level, and this helps to become a yogi. This is about yogic diet, how they have explained in Bhagavad Gita. Next, Pathya. What is the Pathya, or what is the restriction for the yogi? Mean Arambhe pratamo kuryat kshirajam nitya bhojanam madhyante chaiva shayane bhojanam dvaya acharet, which means in the beginning of yogic practice, if you are starting yoga, you have to take milk and ghee along with your lunch. Means according to yogic practice, here we advise, means yoga advises, if you are starting yoga, then you start with milk and ghee every day, and food should be taken twice a day, once in noon and once in evening, which means you have to take 2 times of food. One is in noon, that is nothing but brunch around 11 o'clock, and once in evening, that is around 6:30 to 7 before sunset. This is the restriction of the yogic practitioner or yogi, which is also called yogi. Next, components of yogic diet. Here mainly we have 3 components. When first one is hitahara, mitahara and yuktahara, means the person who is practicing yoga have to take beneficial food, that is nothing but sattvika ahara, which we can consider in modern nutrition balanced diet. Next is mitahara, moderate quantity of food. Quantity should be moderate, because previous shloka I have explained. Next, yuktahara, which is adequate, means how much it is required, that much we need to take for yogic practice. Next is ahara matra, or quantity of food. Mainly based on quantity, the food is classified into yukta matra ahara and ayukta matra ahara, which is yukta matra means moderate quantity we need to take the food, and ayukta matra again we can classify it into 2 types, hina matra and ati matra ahara. Hina matra is nothing but under the dose, means we should not take less food also, and ati matra we should not take overdose quantity also. Food should be always in moderate quantity, that is nothing but ahara matra. Next, how much we need to eat? If now previous 2 slides I told once again I told yukta matra or moderate quantity. How much we have to take? Nearly half stomach of solid food, means your stomach should be half should be filled with solid food, and 1/4 should be filled with liquid foods, and 1/4 should be kept empty to pass the air or help for digestion. Next, nishiddha ahara, means what you should not eat. Mainly kathinam duritam putim ushnam paratsutin tata ati shitam ati ushnam bhakshayam yogi vivarjayat, which means a yogi should avoid food which is hard in consistency, hard to digest, polluted, putrid, producing heat inside the body, stale and very hot. Previous slide, Rashmi has asked actually why characteristics are important. Here that characteristic will come. Actually, a yogi should avoid food which is hard in consistency. Previous slides I have mentioned 15 characteristics. In that actually hard should not be there, because which will difficult to digest and polluted and putrid and producing even heat properties food yogi should not have, because heat inside the body will make them stale and very hot. This is about yogic diet. Actually, because of time constraints, so I tried to make it half an hour. If you are interested to learn more about yogic diet, you can enroll PG Diploma of Holistic Nutrition, which is conducted by Vedic Wellness University. And there actually we have yogic subjects. For subjects are yoga philosophy based on yogic principles, yogic diet, and integrative nutrition with holistic nutrition principles, systemic understanding of food, and customization based on population, which includes even biochemistry and a few parts of modern nutrition.